Hey guys, just a quick one today. First off, sorry I haven't made a video in a little while. Been a little sick. Came down with a bit of a sinus cold or something over the past few days. I think it's set in probably Sunday or something, and mostly over the worst of it now, but still just a little sick. Wasn't sick enough to cancel my tattoo appointment though. To be pretty sick to cancel a tattoo appointment. I think I've only ever canceled two ever. I consider tattoo time to be fairly sacred. So it doesn't happen often that I'll be feeling bad enough not to get tattooed. And it's not like I was dying, so there's more progress to be made. So as I said last time, because I got this one done and it's healed up, it's pretty dry. I got this side done here, connecting all that. There, as I said last time, there wasn't much left to do on this area. Just kind of fixing up some things. There was the rose, a little bit of the rose left from the shoulder here, and one of the petals. And so we blacked that out, and that took about 10 minutes, maybe less. So we're sitting there going, okay, what do we do next? Well, something that's been on the bucket list for the last little while is I wanted to black out the skull on my arm, so that's done. And we'll be getting this guy out of here pretty quick too. We'll probably do that. That tread piece is probably going to be gone the next time we have like some spare time at the end of an appointment, because blacking out stuff like that takes very little time and doesn't really hurt that much. It's not really, I don't know, arm tattoos are really easy, I find. I mean, if you don't have a lot of experience, I guess they could be painful, but when you have experience getting tattooed all over the place, I could pretty well pass out during an arm tattoo, like in comparison to the neck areas. Just a lot easier. So we're gonna end up doing more on that eventually, but the next appointment we're gonna be figuring out what to do about these stars and roses. If we're just gonna black them out, or if there's something we can put in the negative somehow, or what we can do. Not particularly sure, but I will be, because we're going to be playing around with Photoshop and seeing what works. So probably by next week, I'll be making another video where one or both sides is blacked out, kind of depending on how fast it all goes. I would bank on one. It's probably going to be a 2-appointment thing. Just depends on how well that red covers. This red actually isn't in as well as this stuff was, so it might cover a little easier, because generally the better put in, the better tattooed the red is, or the color is in general, the harder it is to get out, to black out. So some of this stuff was done 3 times up here, so it was a little harder. Took quite a few more passes to get it black. And once we finally get all of that done, I've gotta do a touch-up run of the whole neck, just kind of, touch the whole area up. That'll probably only be one visit for that. What else? I finally got my custom septum jewelry, which is so amazing. It's better than I could have imagined. It feels like there's nothing in my nose. I mean, if I tug on it, there's a bit of pain still, because it was just a bit bigger than the jewelry I was wearing. Especially when you're getting custom-made jewelry and handmade stuff. There's some room for deviation in the size, just like a millimeter, or not even a millimeter, like half a millimeter variation. So I ordered the same size jewelry, but the jewelry I ended up with is just a little snugger, but it's built for the specifications of my nose. So it's only so wide. Like, if you can see in there, you can barely see it. That's because I don't want any drag. I don't want it rubbing up against the sides of my nose, right? So now it's sitting so that it just sits in the hole, and there's just a little bit of sides, just so that it can hold the jewelry in and not fall out, or not be long enough to fill the hole. So yeah, that was really exciting. It's by far the most comfortable jewelry I've had in my septum since probably like a 0 gauge, double 0 gauge, somewhere in there. So my experience, if it counts for anything, if you're gonna stretch your septum up super big, be willing to invest in custom jewelry because it's a lot more comfortable. And I'm gonna be buying custom jewelry for mine from now on. I don't think I'll ever stretch it again. Nothing's ever for sure, but just the size it is now feels pretty good. It even sounds good to say 20 millimeter. Like if I go up 21 or 22, like that's, I don't know. It might start distorting my nose too. But in any case, if I ever lost this one, or if I just want another one just for backup, I'll definitely be ordering custom made again. Nothing store bought or ordered online is going to be as perfect. So yeah, there's not as much for me to talk about today, and I'm a little lightheaded, honestly. Like I said, I usually do 3 videos a week, but I've been pretty sick, so I missed my usual like Monday-ish video where I talk about mods and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update. I'm pretty bloody, as you can see here. The arms tend to bleed quite a bit because there's a lot of movement. But this Sanoderm wrap should stay on because we got a pretty good hold on it. Not too much trauma, just covered one piece today, so I should be able to get 2 or 3 days out of it, I would think. It's pretty juicy right now. Hopefully that will stay closed because healing arm tattoos and Sanoderm is so much easier. This here I'm not even worried about. There's barely any trauma done today, but it does definitely connect everything up. I'm happy to not have that little piece of red there now. And yeah, so for the most part, the neck and shoulder blackout project is complete. Now blacking out these parts of the chest and then eventually getting back to this arm. And seeing what I end up keeping there. My tattoo artist is fairly sure I'm going to get rid of all the red. And I'm not sure if I want to get rid of all of it yet, but I guess it seems to me that the more I do, the more I want to do. This is a very addictive process, so it's hard to make a final call on it. Like, people keep asking me, how much are you going to black out? Are you going to be done anytime soon? You got quite the stamina for this. I always say that because it's one of the funniest comments I got. Yeah, no, I don't know where it ends. I do just know that I'm not going to get rid of any of the central stuff on my chest, my back, or my stomach and stuff. That stuff will all just get touched up. But as far as everything else around it, that's just kind of filling up area, like the roses and the stars and stuff, that's all probably going to be gone. Don't get too attached to anything with me. I'm always changing. That's the most constant and most continual thing about me, is that I'm never the same forever. I'm always changing. Probably when I'm an old man, I'll still be changing. So anyway, I'm running out of breath. If you can't tell, my voice is quite sore. I'm probably going to go have a nap. So you guys have a great day, and I'll be talking to you again soon.